Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Andy, and I'm the new Surge commentator. My YouTube is AP3 Elite, and today we have a gameplay by Xtemp, or Surge Xtemp, and it's a double nuclear on Slums using the MSMC. So, yeah, go check out his channel in the description, and my channel is in the description as well. And today I wanted to bring you guys a little life story, because that's what I do on my channel. That's literally the only thing I like to do on my channel. And yeah, so here it goes. So so I'm gonna tell you guys the story of how my mom heard me talking about my first BJ. And if you don't know what BJ is, then you're probably too young to watch this video, so click off and go fuck yourself. No, I'm just kidding. Don't click off and go fuck yourself. Just subscribe to me and give me a BJ. Anyway, so what happened was my mom and so this girl and I were talking for like a couple days, and she was a slut, I'm not gonna lie. So she and I were hanging out, and I asked her if she would give me a blowjob, and she did. So I'll tell that story another time, like the whole story of like how I got the BJ and stuff. It's really funny. But yeah, she sucked my dick in the back of her car, and so then I went back home after I got done with that, because we went to a football game, and then, you know, she sucked my dick and stuff. So I went back to my house, and my mom and my brother and my brother's girlfriend were home. My dad was out of town for some reason, and so my mom and I were standing outside of my brother's room while my brother and his girlfriend were sitting on their bed, and they were just like talking and stuff. So I was like trying to get my mom to go to sleep, because I really wanted to tell my brother about the first time I got a blowjob, you know. So my mom thought I was acting really sketchy, and so she left, but I think she was like, okay, I'm just gonna go listen in on what she said, or on what he said. So she came back after I closed the door. I closed the door in my brother's room, and his girlfriend and him were sitting there, and I was like, dude, I just got a blowjob, dude. I'm not even kidding. I got a fucking blowjob. It was amazing. It was the greatest feeling of my entire life. Like, I was stoked. I was more stoked about this than like anything in my life, which, I mean, it's reasonable, right? Because, you know, got my dick sucked by a girl. So so I was giving details on how it all happened. I was giving the whole story, and I hadn't said she sucked my dick yet, but I was giving details of like how it all happened, and like how I hung out with this girl all night. And the second I said she sucked my dick, my brother's girlfriend asked if she spit or swallowed, and I answered. I was like, oh, she swallowed, all right, and like all this shit. And like then I was like, oh yeah, she was like choking on my dick all the time, and like it was really inappropriate if my mom was around, you know. And then all of a sudden the door swings wide open, and my mom was like, Andrew Scott, because that's my middle name and my first name, and she's like, oh my god, I can't believe you. And I was like, Mom, no, you weren't supposed to hear this. I was so messed up. You're not supposed to hear this. I was more like terrified that she knew about it than the fact that like anything else. Like, that was the scariest moment of my life, was when she opened that door, and I was like, oh my god. I fucking froze in fear. I was like, oh my god, Mom. And then I ran past her and went into my bedroom, and I closed the door, and she was like, Andrew Scott. And I was like, Mom, stay away. That's so nasty. She had the biggest smile on her face. She was laughing her ass off, and I was so embarrassed. Oh my god. And then my brother was laughing. Everyone was laughing. It was weird. And so the next morning, I did not get out of my bed. I was like waiting for my mom to go do something, like go grocery shopping or something, so I can go get something to eat. And I did not want to come in contact with my mom, because she knew that I just got my dick sucked, and that's the most awkward thing in the world. And I was like 15, so it was weird. I was like, oh my god, this is fucking weird. Like, I don't you're not supposed to know this shit. You're not supposed to know about this at all. You're just supposed to like be a good mom, know that I'm an innocent kid. And she fucking found out, and I was, wow. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe this just happened. Like, I literally was so shy around here after that for like another week, because my dad came back, and she told my dad what happened, and my dad came into my room, and he was like, good job, son. Like, he was like giving me a pat on the back. He was cheering me on. And then every time I went around my mom, I was just like, I wouldn't say anything to her. And then one of the days, like afterwards, like 4 or 5 days later, I was like in the kitchen, and she sat down next to me, and we just started talking about it. So she's like, so so who is this girl? And I was like, no one. And then she was like, no, really, who is this girl? And I would not give details. And she was just like, well, I already heard everything that happened. And I was like, Mom, stop talking about this. She's like, no, Andy, you need to tell me what happened. I was like, oh my God. And so it was really fucking awkward for a long ass time, but now it's over with. She always brings it up randomly, and so it really makes me feel awkward. But other than that, I mean, I'm fine now. So I hope you guys really enjoy the story. Please come check out my channel. I am 70 subscribers away from 2,000 total. So if you guys could come subscribe, that'd be sick. I'll see you guys later. Peace.